Start. Hello and welcome to the Football Parliament podcast, your one stop destination for all your football debates, opinions, and discussions. This is the first extended session of our podcast, and here we are going to discuss some transfer rumors and match game previews. And here I have with me my co host and only member for today, Chirag.
Yeah, thank you, Vedant. So the first extended parliament session, right? Discussing.
Yeah.
So this is definitely with the great response we are having from our in a comment section in our latest videos. So definitely we have an extra video for you all, sixth video from the week. So please show your support and keep motivating us.
Plus, yesterday's video got around 150 views, so that gave us the motivation, free motivation to go out and make another video. So, first up today, we are going to have an analysis or a preview for the game Manchester City versus Chelsea, which is also going to be a Champions League final. So, Chirag,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts about the same?
So the dress rehearsal for Champions League final this year, right? And maybe this could be at the same place where we might be seeing the Champions League final because the British government has red listed Turkey from the Turkey due to the COVID pandemic this year. So definitely the final of Champions League has to move away from Istanbul, and a very high probability of it being shifted to English. England is being seen because both the teams competing are English teams. Yes, Vedant, English teams, no Spanish team this time. So definitely we would be having a dress rehearsal for the same. A lot is on the stake for in this match as well because as we know, if City were to get the 3 points from this game, they would definitely be crowned the champions. Obviously, they have won the league, but a definite on paper victory will be considered only when they beat Chelsea today. But on the other hand, Chelsea are still competing for the top four, and considering the tough fixtures they have ahead, they would also be looking to not drop any points at this stage, definitely. And also, I would like to add the point: any team or whichever team which who wins today will definitely have a psychological benefit or a psychological advantage going into the Champions League final. So obviously this game has a lot on stake, but we need to remember both these teams just played high intensity games in the past 2 to 3 days where both of them were victorious in their respective matches, and definitely the players are tired both mentally and physically. So your take on this, Van?
See, this game promises to be an intriguing one. First, because the Blues have also reached the final, and now both the managers want to reveal their best tactics in this game. Second, no team in Europe or Premier League has managed to outclass Manchester City as Chelsea did in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Both of them employ similar tactics as well. This season, both of them have used the false nine very effectively. While Guardiola has focused more on the possession, Tuchel has been effective with his counter-attacking style. Keeping this in mind, perhaps both the managers might go for a proper number nine anyway. In this way, they might try to play this one out in an old-fashioned manner. Another thing that is common between the two is the defensive solidarity. Thus, energy and pace of both the teams will play a key role for this match, in my opinion.
Definitely. Any battle you are looking for? The best two
Battle,
teams in
I
Europe.
think it's going to be, yeah, in my opinion, Chelsea and Man City are the best teams in Europe. It's not Bayern Munich, it's not PSG, or even Real Madrid or Barcelona for that matter. It's Chelsea and it's Manchester City. And Chirag, what's the team news for Chelsea this time?
For it will be the same team that we did go for in Real against Real Madrid. Rather, we will be without Matthew Kovacic. He will be back hopefully for the FA Cup final and not for the Arsenal game as well, which is this midweek. But many players like we were given a day less to prepare because Man City had a game before us, 24 hours before us, and also Man City are going to play in their home ground. They played the they played the semi-finals also at their home place, and now they are going to play their Man City versus Chelsea game also at their home. So definitely we will have to travel an extra day. We have to come back to Chelsea again an extra day. So obviously Chelsea has a lot of tired legs. So you can expect a lot of rotation, as Tuchel mentioned in his conference that he would be going for big rotations, and we could see the Chelsea's bench strength being tested in this match. And for Man City, I would still say like they have a complete squad, not the complete squad definitely, but still they will be with most of their major players. And definitely, if Pep is eyeing to win the title this weekend itself, he will go all out in this match.
See, first thing being that Man City could have won the title last week, but Manchester United fans came in the way. Plus, talking about a fully fit squad, John Stones is suspended from the game. He's facing a three-match suspension after his red card against Aston Villa. And what is your predicted lineup for Chelsea?
For Chelsea, uh,
Hmm.
Edouard Mendy has to start in goal. It is never for a keeper that he is running miles that he needs rest. Obviously, Mendy starts in
Yeah.
goal. I would rest
Hmm.
Thiago Silva in this match because we have seen that that guy is aging and definitely he needs some rest before the big Arsenal and the Leicester City FA Cup final game. So I would still go for Azpilicueta as the right centre back rather than a right wing back this time, alongside Christensen and Zuma. Not, I would still give Antonio Rudiger a rest because we all know he was playing with a mask and he is not 100% to give. So left wing back would be either it has to be Ben Chilwell. Seeing how attacking City is, we cannot rest him. Reece James would make a comeback to the team with a right wing back spot. The holding midfielders will be a problem for Chelsea as Matthew Kovacic is out, so Kante and Jorginho have to give up one more weekend where they have both have to play in together. Or I would still put in Billy Gilmore because he is a big match player. He has proven against big teams like Liverpool. But still, I think Tuchel will go with Kante and Jorginho with a front three of Mason Mount, Timo Werner, and Hakim Ziyech.
Now you want to listen to my predicted lineup for Chelsea? It's gonna be a bit intriguing.
You will put in Kepa.
Yeah, Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. In the defense, Antonio Rudiger, Thiago Silva, and Kurt Zuma. Left wing back will be Marcus Alonso. Right wing back will be Reece James. And the holding midfield shouldn't be a problem even if Matthew Kovacic is out because, in my opinion, Jorginho and N'Golo Kante have done a fantastic job by beating Real Madrid and dominating the game completely, sadly. N'Golo Kante and Jorginho will have their spots again. Callum Hudson-Odoi will be available. Christian Pulisic will get a start and Olivier Giroud will be the striker, in my opinion.
See, seeing the Chelsea's
Something
attacking
completely
outlet,
weird, but that's what I feel,
no, it
considering we
can
have a lot of
definitely
squad
happen.
depth.
Yeah, exactly. Considering Chelsea's bench strength, we can go all out in this. You can even see Giroud
Yeah,
and Tammy Abraham playing together.
yeah,
And
exactly. That can also happen.
now Chelsea fans are, when we were under Lampard, when we were under Sarri, we used to criticize whenever we saw the lineup, we used to criticize, appreciate stuff. But nowadays, Chelsea fans are not even worried who is playing in the 11. We trust Tuchel so
That's
much.
because they're gonna
Whatever
win
he
anyway.
whatever he puts on
Somehow
the
a
pitch,
1-0 win,
whichever
a
player,
2-0 win will happen for Chelsea.
definitely. We always surprised in the last time when we faced in the semi-finals, Hakim Ziyech and Timo Werner started against your City, Manchester City, when we
Yeah,
got the
yeah, yeah.
upper edge on them.
And
We
Ziyech
all
scored.
Chelsea fans are surprised. And we want 1-0. Timo Werner assist, Hakim Ziyech goal. So that is
Yeah.
something we cannot go against Tuchel at all. So, but we also have a big match in the La Liga this time, which could also be a title decider. Just before predictions
Before,
for this game, Vedant.
yeah, I think Man City is gonna win 1-0. And before we go to La Liga,
This
I
is
just
going
want
to
to
be a draw.
say the predicted lineup for Manchester City. Edison will
Yeah,
be
yeah,
at goal.
sure.
Benjamin Mendy will also get a start. Ruben Dias will be at centre back. Aymeric Laporte will be available for this game and he'll be at centre back too. Joao Cancelo at right back. Rodri, Ilkay Gundogan, and Kevin De Bruyne in the midfield. Sergio Aguero, in my opinion, should get a start for this game. Riyad Mahrez
And
at right wing and Phil Foden on the left wing. That's what I
what
feel.
a night it will be for Sergio Aguero if he scores and City
Scores
lifts the
against
title.
Chelsea. Yeah,
And City lifts the title.
in
That
my
will be
opinion,
something
he's the greatest
great
City
end to
player
his career.
ever.
Definitely, he has to be.
Yeah, he has to be the definite. Yeah,
My predictions go a one-all draw because both teams are too tired to go for scoring a lot of goals. It will be an easy draw, and
that's
Chelsea has the
exactly
edge
why I
now because
suggested that. That's
yeah,
exactly why I suggested that Man City and Chelsea both have big squads, and it's tough to predict how are they going to line up, which formation.
exactly,
But here they've got a lot of squad depth, so they're definitely utilizing it because squad depth is something you utilize the max at the ending part of the season.
definitely. And next, moving to the Atletico and Barca game.
Barcelona game. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be another
See,
potential title decider.
yeah, it's going to be a title decider, and I want Barcelona for a win because if Barcelona beat Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid have a chance to go ahead against Sevilla and going first in the league. Then Barcelona had a thrilling win on the road against Valencia and a full week to prepare in the sunny Catalonia. Barcelona returned to action for their biggest game this season, the defining La Liga clash with Atletico de Madrid. The size and importance of this match cannot be overstated. For Atletico, it's a chance to take a gigantic step towards their La Liga title in 7 years and silence all the doubters that have questioned the ability of Diego Simeone's team to finish the job after seemingly marching to the title for 4 months before COVID, injuries, and unexpected results turned the season on its head. Atletico must not lose on Saturday to continue to control their destiny and have a win effectively to knock out Barca out of the race and make Colchoneros clear favourites to claim the championship. Luis Suarez will make a return to Camp Nou for the first time since leaving Barcelona this summer. And with the season he's having, it's hard to see El Pistolero doing anything but raising hell at his former home. Your thoughts, Chirag?
Yeah, and you just said that Barcelona had a full weekend off and they did not have any game to play. They were completely
Yeah,
rested. You should also consider the
yeah.
fact Leo Messi invited all his teammates, his coaching staff to his home for a party after the Valencia game. So definitely they are very much chilled out after this game and something big can happen. And
And
I
considering
see this
Messi,
as
he doesn't usually invite people to his house for parties. He doesn't do that.
no. So this
Hmm.
might be an indication to something must be moving out of the club or something because fans are relating that all too much. Just getting into the game, I would still see Diego Simeone putting all his what he wants in this game because this is the only title where Atletico Madrid. This is the only season I would say where Atletico Madrid started very well, and they losing the title would be a kind of a bottling up because the lead that they took in between when both Real Madrid and Barcelona were struggling was something no Atletico fan would accept. So I think Diego Simeone will give his all. We will be seeing Suarez again facing Lionel Messi. That will be a great battle to see who scores, who does not score. Obviously, Atletico had a very good defense in the start where they were the least conceding team in all over Europe. But now we have seen how leaky they can be after they were knocked out from the Champions League. They were even started bottling up in the Spanish league. So I am very much excited to see this, and I personally want Barcelona to win because Barca and Real are both equal on points, and I want this battle to go till the last day. I also want to see who lifts the trophy at last.
For Barca, in Barca's perspective, this is an opportunity to effectively ruin Atletico's season and give them a killer blow that would be hard to recover from. 3 points would take Barca top of the table for at least 24 hours, considering Real Madrid do not win their game. And it is going to put an immense pressure on Real Madrid too, who will face a season definer of their own against the fourth place Sevilla. If they finish the weekend top of the league, Barca will once again control their destiny with 3 games to go. And if the reports coming out of Messi's barbecue are true, the team is really confident about their chances on Saturday. Barca have done nothing but suck in every big game this season, and every opponent who are at the same level as the Blaugranas have easily outplayed them. This is a huge game for Ronald Koeman, who won't be in the touchline again, but can still show the board he's the man for the job next season by outcoaching Simeone and putting this team into the position to win the game and the title. This is big. It's really very big for La Liga.
But according to me, Javi has now taken a step back from his old club. He is looking for a new job, and definitely with new owner, not the owner, new chairman and Barcelona board, we can definitely everyone is speculating a move for Javi to Barca. I don't know if it will be the first team manager. It will be some role in the boardroom, but he definitely is coming back. So maybe Koeman might not be the manager next year. Just might not be. And to save his job, he has to win the title this year.
See, as a Madrid fan, Koeman has done a great job at Barcelona. He has a young team with the likes of Pedri, Trinchao, Ansu Fati, and Ricky Puig. And even the defense is pretty young. So
True.
right now, even if Pep Guardiola has to come back to Barcelona, there's no way Barcelona are winning anything big this season or the next season. Sorry, not this season, the next season or the following one. So first of all, Xavi coached in a Arabian League or Qatar League. I don't know much about
Qatar.
Qatar. Yeah, but Xavi is nowhere ready for Barcelona. That's what I feel. It's just too early
Yeah.
for him. He needs to coach another club, either at La Liga or any of the top five leagues to get some more experience. And there's no way he can be the next Zinedine Zidane.
No, he definitely is not trying to be the next Zinedine Zidane. who is on a verge to move out of Real Madrid after a loss from the hands of Chelsea in the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League.
See, he's not getting the sack, that's for sure. Zinedine
No, not
Zidane
the
has done
sack.
an
He's
impressive.
voluntarily moving out.
Yeah, that's because he's just too tired of the criticism and he needs a break. That's why he's leaving. And
So
guess
just
what? Where
rounding
he's
up,
leaving? Guess where he's going? Juventus.
Man U. Juventus.
Juventus. Yeah, Juventus.
Who
There's a high chance he goes there.
was it
And
in?
before we go to our next topic, we would also like to discuss about the lineup. In my opinion, Barcelona is going to go for a 3-5-2 with Test again, Araujo, PK, Clement, sorry, Clement Lenglet,
No.
then Serginho Dest at right wing back, Frankie De Jong, Sergio Busquets, Pedri, Alba at left wing back, and Messi and Griezmann up front. And Atletico Madrid should go for Jan Oblak at goalkeeping, Stephen Savage, Jose Maria Gimenez, Hermoso, Kylian Trippier at right wing back, Koke, Lamar, Carrasco at left wing back, Correa, and Suarez up front.
So definitely Griezmann against his former club, Suarez against his former club. Let's see who inspires who to the victory. And this brings me to the next topic of discussion, which is the former clubs. We all saw a video surfacing on the internet where Eden Hazard was seen laughing with the Chelsea players after the full-time whistle in Chelsea's victory over Real Madrid. He has seen a lot of criticism from the whole Real family, but according to
Yeah.
me, not just as a Chelsea fan or a Eden Hazard fan, I would still support Eden Hazard because we all know this is something way beyond the pitch, right? People, players
Hmm.
do have their relations. Players do know each other well. Today, if we will be seeing Suarez after the full-time whistle, it does not matter whatever happens. He will be meeting his ex-teammates. That is something that he must have done inside the dressing room, but he did it on the pitch. And if you would have seen, Kurt Zuma was instigating him to laugh, and something that they might be having some jokes or stuff, but that is not something they did on the pitch. If he did that between the game during the 90 minutes of the match, I definitely would have done criticized Eden Hazard, but I do not see that happening. See, we all know in the group stages when we saw Frankie De Jong crying, looking at the scoreboard when Ajax was knocked out of the Champions League, we all appreciated him so much. We gave him so much love. So why can't Eden Hazard celebrate his former team going through? I do not
See,
relate this.
in
Why
my
is it
opinion,
is coming?
yeah, in my opinion, the way he did it, that's fine. But he wasn't supposed to do it at Stamford Bridge, like outside on the pitch. He had to go being a professional. What his job was to do, even if he wanted to meet his former teammates, he should have gone to the dressing room, the Chelsea dressing room. Although they were celebrating, just go have a talk, chit chat, and that was about it. But I support Eden Hazard here because he is a Real Madrid player, and I defend every Madrid player playing. So the guy, he returned to his beloved club after 2 years, where he played for almost 8 or 9 years, if I'm not wrong. He was barely seen smiling at Real Madrid, and he's gone through a lot in the last 2 years. I mean, we're the ones criticizing him. Imagine what's the toll? How is it taking a toll on him? Because in the last 2 years, he's been injured, and that's not exactly his fault. Although the weight gain is his fault, but the injuries, the Thomas Munier tackle, or for that matter, or even in La Liga, which happened recently, that's not his fault, right? Because even in the Premier League, he was the most fouled player, and even in La Liga, it's not Messi, it's Hazard who's the most fouled player, despite playing a lot less games. He was barely seen smiling. He's gone through a lot in the last 2 years, and he's returned to his former club. He's just trying to have a little talk or have a little bit of fun with his former teammates, and people have seemed to have problem with it. Like it's a bit rich coming from people who would have surely uploaded emotional and beautiful quotes if this was Cristiano Ronaldo laughing and smiling with our team post match if he played against us in the Bernabeu. So people just need to shut the
Exactly.
fuck up for once in their life, and footballers, they are not robots or servants. I mean, you're no one to guide
Exactly.
tell them when they should smile or when they should be laughing. I mean, when you choose to see them like that, it's not like that, they're human beings too. He tried his best on the field. He ran for 10 kilometers straight despite coming from an injury, a horrific injury. So it's his job. He tried doing his best, and it was done. I mean, if he's wishing to have a chat or smile with his old teammates, it shouldn't be a problem for anyone.
Exactly. It was like London was his home for last 7 to 8 years, right? So he still
Hmm.
has his own house in near Stamford Bridge training ground, which according to his family, he has not sold yet because he wants to return to London after he retires. So definitely, if he is
Yeah.
having his home in London, he has his family, his friends. Obviously, friends are your extended family. Why won't you even talk to them or chill around in the city? So according to me, that was not something wrong. And Madrid fans, because they were suffering a huge loss against the Chelsea side, which they did not predict when the tie was announced. So I think they took it very harshly on Eden Hazard. And maybe if it was some other player who was not an ex-Chelsea player, they would not have taken it so harshly. So because if you have to take it harsh, take Tony Cruz comments harsh. We discussed it on the pod how he was mocking the Chelsea young squad and not having a great big player, but still after the game as well, he could have apologized. Rather, he was still mocking about his own joke, which he said, "Okay, I am still sleeping and not getting the nightmares of any Chelsea player." You need to respect your
Yeah.
opponent, right? They
Yeah.
should have taken any action against him. So this now also takes us to the next session of our extended parliament
See,
podcast. It
before
would be yeah,
before we go to the next part, sorry to interrupt, but I just want to quote what Eden Hazard had to say about this. He is sorry.
yeah, sure.
I'll just quote, "I'm sorry. I have read lots of opinions about me today, and it was not my intention to offend the Real Madrid fans. It has always been my dream to play for Real Madrid, and I came here to win. The season is not over, and together we must now battle for La Liga, a la Madrid." See, it takes a lot of courage to accept such mistakes, and Eden has just done it. So we still might have some hope for him, and I still have hope for him, considering he's the number seven at Madrid. I need to have hope because the number seven at Madrid is widely respected. So, and I wanted him to succeed at Madrid.
No, I'll just come to your to succeed at Madrid or not. We will come to in the last section of the video. Just talking about one more player who does not care about whatever is happening in the news. He will never say sorry to you. He will never apologize to you. It is the man Jose Mourinho. That guy was
If I speak, I'm in big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble.
exactly
The guy is way too
14
funny.
days
Yeah,
or 15 days before he was sacked from Tottenham. He got a new job. Jose Mourinho cannot stay
already,
without a job.
exactly. He hasn't
So
even given his first official Roma press conference, nor even posed for the awkward airport scarf photo, or the always dead-eyed, "I just woke up, but let me hold this Mourinho 2024 shirt" in front of the poorly lit LED screen picture. But the news this week has been awash with the myriad ways the special one will remake the Giallo Rossi in his image. Front and center in those stories, it's naturally the transfer market. Roma won't be able to turn over the entire roster, of course, but Mourinho will likely require two or three signings to truly implement this particular brand of pragmatic football. And a new striker is chief among the items on Mourinho's supposed wish lists. What do you think about this, Chirag?
first of all, not just this t-shirt. When the first time he posted or hinted about the Roma move, he had his phone cover done with the typical colors of Roma's flag or jersey, whatever you might say, and he posted on Instagram. The best
Yeah,
Instagram handle to scout or to even see is Jose Mourinho's Instagram on football. If you want any source of entertainment, you can go watch his Instagram.
I'll completely
And
agree with you on this.
and
He's
talking
just too
about Jose
funny.
Mourinho signing. No, talking about his signings, like Jose Mourinho wants to implement an idea. He has an idea, but he wants money to implement that. I do not know how much of big money he would be getting in Roma, but definitely, when last time Mourinho was in the Italian league, he won the treble with Inter. So this is something he has on his back, as he so told that I have more titles, Premier League titles than any other manager in the whole Premier League. He definitely can boast about the treble that he has, and I do not think any Italian manager right now is having that treble to their name. Obviously, he will be getting an experienced squad in Roma when they are Mkhitaryan, Pedro, Dzeko, and many other players who have proven themselves all over Europe. But definitely, all of them are aging. He would be looking for some typical Mourinho signings. But I can see Italian league getting more and more competitive in next season. Antonio Conte at his peak, Jose Mourinho getting into Roma, and obviously AC Milan, Juventus are not going to let their momentum die that they have created in the last years. Definitely.
Italian league was definitely competitive this season, and it's just gonna go more wild next season. Also coming back to the topic, Mourinho and Roma. and the striker option, because whenever Mourinho goes, he definitely makes attacking changes. He sells the current attackers there and he just goes and buys. We can clearly see that by Man United and Spurs and even at Real Madrid. Roma's in-house options are Edin Dzeko and Borja Mayoral. Each remain under contract for next season. Dzeko's contract expires in 2022, and I think he's 33, so I don't think Mourinho's gonna keep him anymore. Although he's a centre forward, and Mourinho's style of play should have a centre forward.
Dzeko is a complete
While
Roma
Roma,
player. He won't be selling him.
sorry,
Dzeko is a fan favorite Roma player. He won't be selling him.
yeah, but he's 34 already, and Mourinho likes that fast counter-attacking defensive approach. Anyways, while Roma signed Borja Mayoral from Real Madrid on a 2-year loan last summer, with purchase options available in the summer of 2021 and 2022, in that light, there isn't necessarily a pressing need at a forward position. But in the case where whenever a club brings in a new manager, few positions are safe.
Definitely.
Name at the top of Mourinho's striker wishlist, and likely half the clubs in Europe now that have become joint youngest ever player to score 19 goals in Serie A is Fiorentina's Serbian striker Dusan Vlahovic. Thanks in part to that breakout season, Vlahovic, who once seemed like a relative bargain at 30 million, is now valued at roughly 60 million. Territory only the richest of clubs can enter. Vlahovic remains the dreams, but Andre Belotti may be the reality. Belotti, Torino's 27-year-old striker, has been his star dull since his own breakout season in 2016-17, where he bagged 26 goals and Torino valued him at 100 million. But he remains one of the most coveted names on the Serie A transfer market. So let's just see what happens with that.
And Mourinho magic anyway, he can attract anyone, right? And we have
Yep,
seen him
definitely.
producing strikers like no one. I have recently seen his interview. Like it was a very old interview, but I recently saw him. Roman Abramovich, the best man in business, asked him, "Which striker do you want? Who do you
Yeah.
want?" In the Russian
Hmm.
accent, how Mourinho speaks,
Hmm.
mimicking Abramovich. He said, "I want
Hmm.
Didier Drogba." Drogba was not at
Hmm.
all a good, a well-known name at that time, like the
Who?
names
Which
we know.
club? Where does he play?
Right.
Yeah.
And he said, you don't care, you pay. You just need to
Yeah.
pay. You pay and
Don't
bring me
speak. Don't
Drogba.
speak. Pay.
Pay.
Don't speak,
And
Mr. Abramovich. Pay and see.
pay. And we all know where Didier Drogba has taken Chelsea and where he has taken his own career since joining Chelsea. A club legend, scoring in the finals. We all know Champions League history with Drogba. So definitely Roma is benefiting with Mourinho, and definitely they have also taken a bargain because seeing Roma getting a top manager like Mourinho, I still feel he has something magical in him. So getting Mourinho is something big for both the club and for the manager as well. So now moving on to our transfer roundup, where we look at the most bizarre rumors which we hear all over the week, and maybe discussing a few of it. Starting with rumor I just heard, or that is something more prevalent, is Mohamed Salah to PSG. We know Liverpool is looking for a transition now, considering how they were playing or whatever form they had. But do you see them selling their top scorer, their star man, in Mohamed Salah?
Mohamed Salah leaving Liverpool. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Liverpool are going to bring Liverpool are going to break their star top like their front three, which is Roberto Firmino, Mane, and Salah. But I don't see Salah leaving. I think it's gonna be Roberto Firmino who's gonna leave, and Liverpool are gonna adapt to a new style of play without him.
And replace him with?
Diego Jota.
Oh, you do not want any defensive striker again. Defensive striker.
For Liverpool, I don't think so because this season they've missed Van Dijk in their defense, and attacking wise they've been way too poor. So I don't think so. I mean, just look at the game versus Real Madrid. They were just missing chances again and again. They were creating chances, so the midfield isn't the problem. It's the attack, and Firmino had to be
And the
more
defense.
clinical in his finishing. I don't think Mohamed Salah is going to leave because he scored 20 goals in the Premier League this season. Sadio Mane has been poor, so it could be even him leaving. But I don't think Mo Salah is going to leave just yet.
But also, just saying Salah will be moving to PSG because of the second rumor that is coming is either Neymar or Mbappe has to is going to move out of PSG this year, and definitely they would be replacing them with Mohamed Salah. They are either
See,
trying to replace them with Mohamed Salah.
Neymar is not going to leave PSG, and even if Neymar is going to leave, Salah isn't going to be the perfect fit to replace Neymar because Salah is he's kind of a finisher, and Neymar is the guy who can create, finish, and everything. Salah is the guy who will be in the box. You just need to give him a pass and then he'll finish it up. That's his game. So it's not going to be a perfect finish. Plus, Neymar is not going to leave because he, according to Fabrizio Romano, he's going to sign an extension. So I don't see Neymar leaving. It's going to be Kylian Mbappe who is going to Real Madrid. And talking about Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid, that's our next transfer discussion. I really want this to happen because it's been all Karim Benzema who's done the scoring in 2021 or last year for that matter. And Real
But
Madrid really
everything
need
takes cash,
a
bro.
better front three. Sorry?
Everything takes cash. Everything takes cash. Everything
Yeah, and
requires cash.
According to Fabrizio Romano, Real Madrid still have 130 million in their transfer book. So you never know.
Okay, but 130 million for Kylian Mbappe. That is not
Yeah,
happening. If
that's see what we can do is we can give PSG Rafael Varane. Varane is open to the idea to move to the Premier League or go back to his homeland,
Premier
France.
League,
So yeah, so the deal which can happen is 100 million plus Varane for Mbappe. That's something that can
PSG won't
happen.
be looking for a centre back considering they have Marquinhos already. They do have a Kimpembe. I do not see them going for Varane, and neither Varane going for them because if he would not be starting, getting a short start, so why would he be moving to PSG? But that's all
See,
rumors, and we
it's
know Papa Perez can do anything.
yeah. If it's about starting, I mean, I'm not sure if this is gonna happen. Manchester United also looks like a likely target for Varane. Uh, if it's about a start, I don't think Kimpembe can start over Rafael Varane. I mean, Varane is one of the best defenders in the world right now, so
But
I don't
Kimpembe
think
is
Kimpembe can
someone
start
who
over him.
is raising his game by each game against in the semi-finals as well. Marquinhos, while he was going for more and more attack because obviously PSG wanted goals, Kimpembe was the heart of the defense for them. He was playing so well, and I do not see him being dropped so easily, considering a new signing would be coming to replace him. So now talking about other transfer news, we also have
How about PSG
Jadon
going
Sancho.
for a three at the back?
Three at the back with PSG, when you have so much attacking talent in Mbappe, Neymar, and Angel Di Maria, who you know are not the best defensive assets, that when you play three at the back, you need your front three, at least two of the front three, to come back and help in defense or help in the pressing action. But we know how
Yeah,
much
that's true.
both three of them mean. So going to the back three is not an idea for them. And obviously,
Hmm.
Pochettino going for a back three, I cannot see that happening very soon.
Do you
Next,
see Varane going
moving
to
on.
Chelsea?
See, Varane, talking about Varane is being linked to Manchester United or Chelsea. Talking about my club, all the insights I know about my club is we are looking for a centre back. This is something to replace Thiago Silva as well, and maybe to provide an extra stability to the defense. See, Fikayo Tomori to AC Milan is almost a done deal because it has a clause of 27 million after the loan ends this summer. So I think that will be triggered considering AC Milan is getting a gem in just small amount, which they consider a big amount, but I think that that is something very reliable for them, and they should go for him. But so we need a fifth center back, and I would still go for Varane because Varane can take his time to adapt to the Premier League for the whole year till the time Thiago Silva is performing for Chelsea on the pitch. And replacing Thiago Silva with Varane, we know Varane is also having great experience, not as much as Thiago Silva, but he definitely can eye something his career related to Thiago Silva's career and the great legacy Thiago Silva is carrying. So what I have seen from Tuchel is he tries to get the most experienced ones at the back and going with a completely young squad in the front, which can put on counter attacks, which can move the ball swiftly. So maybe Varane could be an option for Chelsea. And considering if Tuchel wants Varane, he will get him. That is what I think, because Chelsea will spend anything they want if they want to satisfy Tuchel after a great start he has given to them this season. But Man U and United are definitely a great contender for them, for Varane, because you know Varane will be starting each and every game for Man United once he enters the club. You only
Definitely,
have Maguire,
definitely.
who is Maguire, according to me, who is going to start every game for Man United. However, you might troll him. He is one of the best English defenders right now. So Varane and Harry Maguire centre back partnership will give me goosebumps as an opponent or a rival from the same league. But definitely, I would love him to be in the Premier League, either to Chelsea, either to Man United. I will definitely see him. And one more player moving to Premier League is all the rumors about Jadon Sancho. Just giving the backstory, Borussia Dortmund CEO has given the statement that Haaland is not moving this summer. We all don't know what will happen. It might happen if they get the correct offer, but still, according to Borussia Dortmund, they are keeping Haaland this summer, and someone they are looking to offload is Jadon Sancho for a price of about 120 million. We all know how much hype was created around Jadon Sancho a bit before, I would say, or 2 years back, but he obviously dipped in form since he was just one step away from joining Manchester United in the last summer. But he has definitely picked up his form again. He's somewhere around 30 goal contribution this season as well. So how do you see where should Jadon Sancho move? Back to Manchester United after broken talks, or maybe somewhere else?
See, I don't see Jadon Sancho moving to Chelsea because Chelsea already have a lot of attacking options and they are going to rely on their attacking options. Manchester City, they have Phil Foden, and even their attack is sorted pretty much. They just need a striker.
Suarez in best
Tottenham
of the
Hotspur
squad.
and Arsenal are out of this context. The remaining contender is Manchester United. That's where I feel he can fit the best because Manchester United's right flank, right wing needs a bit of, a
They have
top
Mason
class player.
Greenwood, their best player.
Mason Greenwood isn't their best player, but he is definitely good. But considering Manchester United have a status, they should have Jadon Sancho on their right.
But I would still say, like you said, you can rule out Arsenal from the talks. Arsenal and Tottenham. I would myself rule out Tottenham from the talks because they are not getting a new owner or something. But if Kroenke is out and if a financial takeover takes place at Arsenal, when a new owner comes in and puts in cash in the initial months, we could see a transition for Arsenal as well, where they would be spending a lot in this summer. And maybe this is complete drastic, like a scenario that I am creating a hypothetical situation for the very 1% chance, I would say, just a 1% chance of this happening. But if Arsenal want to go and spend everything, they can go for Sancho if Kroenke goes big.
Krinke, if he leaves Arsenal, there's going to be a takeover bid by the Spotify owner. I don't remember his name.
So that definitely it will be interesting to see if Sancho moves to a Premier League club or he also accompanies Erling Haaland at Dortmund. Now moving to the last transfer rumor, and that is a very
Sancho
bizarre one
can move to
according to
Real
me.
Madrid too because Real Madrid are also in talks with BVB for Jadon Sancho. And especially Real Madrid needs someone on their right wing too. Asensio hasn't been that great. Rodrigo has a dip in his form. And we aren't going to play Gareth Bale again.
That,
So we also need
that
someone
will
on
hamper
the right.
his move, like the growth of Rodrigo and according to me, both Vinicius Junior.
See,
That will hamper.
Vinicius Jr. will play on the left and he is going to be a starter in the future. Rodrigo, however, he hasn't scored a goal in La Liga this season. He has 7 assists to his name in La Liga, that's for sure. But he's been inconsistent through in and throughout. So I don't think Rodrigo is going to be a starter for Real Madrid anytime soon.
So now moving on to the last transfer, that is the most bizarre one according to me, and that is a move for this year's Ballon d'Or winner or the so-called Ballon d'Or winner because there was no ceremony the last time. So it has to be Robert Lewandowski with just an year of his contract extension left. With his contract left, he is eyeing a move to Man City or Chelsea. That is being a news, and that is something from a concrete source. This is not something just a rumor created by a outlet to get fame.
Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah, obviously. No. Fabrizio
As a
Romano
Chelsea
confirmed
fan,
it.
what do you
It
feel?
beat from
Yeah,
somewhere else.
yeah. As a Chelsea fan, how do you feel about it?
That was the best signing we could even have. Like we all know Timo Werner is struggling, but we can have Timo Werner in his best form in a year or two. Lewandowski can give us 2 excellent years and definitely with the great goal scoring form. We lack a goal scoring poacher who can just score goals from anywhere when he is getting the delivery. Chelsea is great in providing deliveries right now, but you have to put it in the goal. And according to me, it has to be Robert Lewandowski, or it is the best move for Chelsea or the dream move for Chelsea, something more than Haaland right now, and that is a
Plus a
very big
star
statement of
striker.
Liverpool.
Plus a star striker, right?
A Ballon d'Or winner alongside a Ballon d'Or potential winner in N'Golo Kante, one of the best youngest squad
Kante
or
is not going
youngsters
to
in
win
the
the Ballon
squad.
d'Or winner. Kante is not going to be the Ballon d'Or winner
If
for sure. Even if
if
even if
N'Golo,
Chelsea win the Champions League and the FA Cup, he's not going to win the Ballon d'Or because even in
and
the
if
starting of the
France
season he
wins the
had
Euros,
injuries.
But if France wins the Euros, he is in the potential lineup for winning the Ballon d'Or.
Potential lineup, he's still there. No doubt about that. But he's not going to win it. That's for sure.
So who's going to win it according to you this year?
Let's see. Maybe Messi, maybe Lewandowski, maybe someone else.
That is the point. No, scoring goals doesn't mean anything. Bayern was not even in the semi-finals. Barca was not in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Both of them are struggling to win their leagues.
That's
How can you give
true.
it?
The Champions League does have a thing on Ballon d'Or, but the thing is that N'Golo Kante, even Palace said this, that he can be a potential winner, but he's not going to win it ultimately because he's been injured for a lot of times of the season, a lot of times this season, sorry, and he hasn't always started. I mean, he had brilliant performances against Real Madrid and other clubs, but that's there.
So with this, we would like to wrap up the first ever extended session of our parliament. We would really like to know your opinions in the comment section. Definitely like, comment, and share. And if you do not want to see our faces, go to Spotify. Just listen to us while traveling, while doing your work. You can definitely hear us. And any suggestion would be appreciated in the comment section.
Let us know what you feel about the transfer windows and what about Mourinho to Roma. I know we are a little bit late by covering Mourinho to Roma, but the Champions League semi-finals was there, and that was the topic which we had in mind. So that's the video for today. Peace.